It's a story about a little boy, and this little boy was a little scrawny thing, and in the summertime he used to go out and play in the fields. He used to play out in the fields, and every day there was two bullies that used to come out. They used to come out with the hose, and this was an old hose too. They used to come out with the hose, and they used to spray the little boy. They used to say, "It's raining, it's pouring, and it's pouring, it's raining," and they would wet the little boy up. The little boy, glory be to God, the little boy would get wet, and then when he would go out in the village and play again, then guess what? All his friends would pick on him because he would have wet spots all over his pants, and he would have wet spots all under his arms, so they would always pick on him. But one day, this little boy got mad. He said, "You know what? I'm not going to allow this thing to get me down. I'm going to take accountability and responsibility for what's happened to me, and I'm going to come up with a plan." So this hose, glory be to God, let's talk about this hose. It was an old hose. It was one of those hoses that when you push down, it comes on, and when you push up, it comes off. Y'all hear what I'm saying? You push down and it comes on, you push up when it comes off. And so one day what he did was he got two ropes and he tied these ropes to this little lever. And when the two boys came out on this particular day, they came out with the hose. He stood there with the strings in his hand. And when the boys came over and tried to squirt him, they said, "It's raining, it's pouring." And he tried and pointed the hose at him. He pulled up on the lever. The water didn't come out. And they looked at it and they looked back at the hose. He pulled it up just a little bit. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying? The water splashed him in the face. They immediately after it splashed him in the face, they tried to point it at him. He pulled up again. When he pulled up again, the water came off again. So they looked right back in the hose. He pulled it up just a little bit more. The water came back even stronger in his face. Then he tried to point it right at him. One more time, he pulled all the way down on the thing so it wouldn't come up. And then the water didn't come up. They looked at the hose this third and last time. And this time, he pulled that thing all the way up. The water blasted him, glory to God. God blasted both the guys on the ground. When he walked over to the boys, after they was on the ground, he walked over to him. They said, "Hey man, what are you doing?" He says, "Man, don't you understand that I'm connected to the person who makes it rain and pour and pour and rain? I've come today to tell each and every one of you that you are connected to the man who makes it rain and pour and pour and rain. There is no circumstance, situation, or issue that you can go through that is more powerful than God." Let me give one more lesson in theology. Yeah, a lot of people have subscribed to the notion that the devil and God are opposites. I'm here today to tell you that's not so. The devil and God are not opposites. Why are they not opposites? The devil and God are not opposites because you have to be equal in order to be opposite. In other words, -1 is not the opposite of positive infinity. Infinity is much more powerful, glory be to God, than -1. So I've come today to tell you that the devil is not your biggest enemy. Your biggest enemy, my biggest enemy is my enemy. My enemy. Let me say that again. My biggest enemy is my enemy. Your biggest enemy is your inner you. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. The devil has no power in what happens in your life. You belong to God. God is the one who has the final say, and if God doesn't have the final say, then you do.